ever spend like hours on a job application, really perfect that cover letter, only to feel like it just vanishes into thin air?
It's the worst.
Right. Well, today we are diving into a platform that says they can fix this whole job hunting mess, RoleCatcher. We've got their website up, their career guide, some stuff on nailing interviews, and another page on making your job search easier.
Yeah, streamlining it.
Exactly. So think of this as like your cheat sheet to figure out if RoleCatcher is legit or not.
Decoding it.
Yeah. So from what I'm seeing, RoleCatcher really gets the struggle. They know these days it's less about connecting with actual humans and more about like outsmarting those robot resume readers. What are they called again?
Applicant tracking systems.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically algorithms. They scan your resume for keywords before a human even sees it.
It's like trying to impress a robot bouncer just to get your foot in the door.
Pretty much.
And RoleCatcher doesn't sugarcoat it either. They actually say on their site, recruitment is increasingly dominated by automation, making it more like a lottery.
Kind of a scary thought.
Totally. So how are they going to help us win this job search lottery then?
Well, their whole platform is built around understanding those algorithms and, more importantly, giving you the tools to work with them. The first thing that stood out to me is their jobs module. It pulls listings from all the usual places: LinkedIn, Indeed. But here's the cool part. They have their own internal job board, too.
Oh, nice. One-stop shop.
Exactly.
I'm all about a centralized system. No more like a million tabs open.
Oh, for sure. Plus, they have this browser plugin, RoleCatcher.capture, and it lets you save jobs from any website. Like one click and it's saved. You ever see like the perfect job posting when you're just scrolling on your phone?
All the time.
And then, life happens and you completely forget where you saw it.
The worst.
This plugin solves that problem.
Genius.
Yeah.
But okay, finding jobs is one thing. It's another thing to actually understand what those jobs need, which is where I think their skills analysis feature comes in.
Yeah, and that's where things get interesting.
Right. Tell me more.
So imagine skills analysis like an X-ray for job descriptions.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you're looking at a job that wants excellent communication skills. RoleCatcher won't just flag that as a basic requirement. It goes deeper. It might tell you that they want written and verbal communication skills.
Mm-hmm.
So it's prompting you to show both of those on your resume.
So it's like having someone read between the lines for you.
Totally.
Love it. Okay, so you're tailoring your resume, your cover letter, to really match what each job needs. But even with the perfect resume, interviews can still be scary.
Oh, yeah.
So does RoleCatcher help with that at all?
They do. They have a whole section on interview prep. And it's not just like, here are some basic questions. They actually have a database. Over 120,000 practice questions.
Wow.
But here's the thing. They're tailored to specific careers, specific skills.
So our cable jointing friend isn't going to get those super vague, like, tell me about a time you failed questions. They'll be practicing with questions about, well, cable joining.
Exactly. It's about recognizing that every industry, every role, it's got its own language, its own challenges. RoleCatcher gets that, and it gives you the practice you need to show you know your stuff.
So it's like having the answers to the test, but it's not cheating because it's about giving you the right information.
Right, the confidence to really nail those answers.
I like it. And for those who went with the Copilot subscription, they have that AI video feedback. I feel like that could be super helpful.
Oh, for sure. It's a game changer. It uses AI to look at your practice videos, not just what you're saying, but how you're saying it.
Oh, interesting.
Your body language, your tone, even those little filler words we all use.
You mean like,
Yeah, exactly. Things we don't even realize we're doing. And then it gives you personalized suggestions for improvement.
Like having your own personal coach, but probably cheaper.
Way cheaper. Okay, so we've talked about finding those jobs, making your application better, even doing well in the interview. But RoleCatcher seems to be thinking bigger than just getting you hired. They have this thing called Career Compass. What's the deal with that?
I'm intrigued.
This is where they really impressed me. See, they get that finding a job is one thing, but what about where you want to go next?
Right, long term.
Exactly. What skills do you need? What other careers might you be good at? That's what this tool helps you figure out.
So I'm imagining an actual compass, but instead of north and south, it's pointing to like project manager, data analyst.
Basically, you tell it your skills, your interests, what you want, and it shows you potential career paths.
So it's not just about any job, it's about the right job for you.
Yes. And to help with that, they have a ton of resources. Over 3,000 career guides. Each one gives you tons of information on a specific job, required skills, how much you could make, even the pros and cons of that job. Oh, and they have a database of over 9 million employers.
9 million.
worldwide,
Wow. So you've basically got a whole research team in your back pocket.
pretty much.
Okay. But is all of this free? Or is it locked behind the Copilot paywall?
You know what? I was surprised. Most of it is free. The career guides, that huge employer database, even the skills analysis stuff, it's all free.
Wow. That's really generous of them. So it seems like they really want to make career info accessible to everyone. I can get behind that. But RoleCatcher isn't the only option out there, is it? There are a lot of platforms that say they can help with your job search. How do they compare?
Right. I mean, there are tons of options these days.
Yeah.
I do give RoleCatcher props for owning that, though. They actually have a whole section comparing themselves to other sites. JobScan, Teal, even LinkedIn.
Even those sites that help you get ready for those personality tests and stuff.
Oh, right. Job test prep. So it seems like they're pretty sure of themselves.
Yeah, they do. And you're right, there's no magic bullet for the job search. But I think what RoleCatcher does well is bring together all these features you might find on different platforms into one place. They even have a Chrome extension that will pull in your LinkedIn profile. Nice. Super convenient. So after looking at RoleCatcher, what are your takeaways? Biggest pros, biggest cons? Go.
Honestly, it's super user-friendly. Even if you're not, like, a tech person, you can figure it out, find what you need. It's pretty intuitive.
I like that.
And the fact that you can get so much for free is awesome.
Yeah, not everyone can afford those career coaches, so that's great. They're making this accessible. Okay, but be honest. Downsides. There's got to be something.
Well, for some people, those Copilot features are probably a downside. The AI stuff, the resume help, the video feedback, it's cool,
Yeah,
but it costs money.
that's fair. But they do have that weekly subscription, so you don't have to commit to a whole year or anything.
True. And if it gets you your dream job, it might be worth it.
Totally. Anything else?
I think the main thing to remember is that RoleCatcher is just a tool.
Right, it's not magic.
It can give you an advantage, but at the end of the day, it's on you. You got to put in the work, make your resume amazing, practice your interview skills.
It's like it can help you work smarter, not harder.
Exactly. Use the tech to your advantage, but don't expect it to do everything for you.
So, for those out there struggling in the job market, RoleCatcher could be a good place to start.
Definitely. It's worth checking out. And hey, maybe you'll see that AI isn't the enemy, but could actually be the thing that helps you land that dream job.
Interesting. Something to think about. We want to hear from you. Have you used RoleCatcher? What's your job search been like? Share your stories, your tips, maybe even your job hunting horror stories. Hit us up on social media. Until next time, happy job hunting.